how you can turn a sketch into a three-dimensional CAD model. So just to get started, we're going to start a new file, a new design, and we're going to come over and we're going to select a canvas, and I'm just going to get the sketch from my computer, from the desktop, and I'm just going to insert it onto this plane here. I'm just going to double check. I might need to flip the drawing because sometimes they come in backwards, so I'm just going to flip that horizontally, and then I'm going to hit OK. The next thing that we're going to need to do is to calibrate our canvas. So if we come along, just right click, calibrating our canvas, and we're going to pick our first point on our canvas and then our second point, and we're going to calibrate that to 60 millimeters. Okay, so that's now 60 millimeters. And the next thing we're going to do is start to draw out the little components. So just looking at our drawing here, it's probably best just to pop a construction line on to begin with. So we're going to create a sketch on this plane here, changing our line type to construction just to get us started. And we're going to come from this top point down to the bottom. We're just going to type in 60 millimeters just to give us a construction line to begin with. And then we're just going to come through and changing our line type to just a standard line. If we can find the midpoint, which will be that little triangle there, we're just going to go through and draw in our lines. So just looking at that, that is 44 millimeters through there, which might look a bit different to the drawing, but we'll keep that one going. And then out in this direction here, it is 54 millimeters, so that would be a 10 millimeter plate at the top. So the drawing's not 100% accurate, but we'll work with the dimensions, and we also want to come out from that midline, so we can kind of drag that out just to get us the midpoint there where we see the dotted lines, ensuring that it's coming down 90 degrees. Okay, so now that we can see that that's been highlighted, that is a whole entity, so we'll be able to revolve that. So finish sketch, just using your view cube to put it on that angle there. I'm going to come along and I'm going to select revolve. Selecting the profile, I want to revolve, selecting my axis, which is down here, and I want to revolve 360 degrees. The next thing I want to do is I want to put a new sketch on top. So I'm going to go new sketch. I'm going to use some construction lines again with the circle command. And I'm going to bring this out to 90 millimeters. And I'm just doing some construction lines just to give me a point where I can put my bolts. So just coming out, ensuring that I'm at 90 degrees. Okay, and then I'm going to come back and I'm just going to pop through some 10 millimeter holes. So 10 millimeters, another circle. You can use C as a shortcut. Okay, so finish sketch, just looking at it from this angle, and I'm just going to come through. This time I'm going to use the extrude command. I'm going to select the items that I want to extrude or cut. And here in the operations tab, I'm going to say that I want to cut the material, and I'm just going to cut the material all the way through so I can just drag that back. Hit OK. So now we've got this part happening. So just referring back to our diagram, we need to come in 24 millimeters from the end and 15 from the back. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to create a new sketch. I'm going to draw a circle from the center that is 50 millimeters, finish sketch, extrude this point back the 24 millimeters, and then you'll notice operation again is cut, and I'll put -24, and then I'm going to come around to the back and I'm going to create another sketch on this back side. I'm going to create a circle that is going to be 50 millimeters as well, and finish sketch, and this one is actually going to cut in 15 millimeters, and just ensuring that cut is activated and it's going in the direction that we want it to be going in, so we might need to put a negative in there. Okay, so that's that part all drawn up, so that can be exported and 3D printed, or we can turn it into some drawings. We can also turn our canvas on and off, so that is how the part looks drafted to match the canvas. Hope you find this tutorial useful.